Hello, it's me Shiran, and welcome back to another deck profile video. The rain season for this month is about to end, and I think it's time to post the deck that I used to climb the king of game, and that is World Legacy deck, featuring the Lightsworn. This is another low tier deck that can counter so many top tier decks. Without further ado, let's go straight to the deck explanation. The boss monster for this deck is the Marduk and the World Chalice. These two monsters is often to be summoned on your first turn, using the effect of the World One when got sent to the grave. Marduk can reduce attack and defense of all monsters your opponents control by 500 for each dragon type monster you control, which is itself is a dragon type. If you having two Marduk on the field, they can reduce by 2000. This simple effect can make you beat the Gaia easily, because they have to reduce the exact attack to activate the effect. In the other hand, World Chalice is my favorite one. This monster can send the opponent's monster that summoned from the extra deck just by tributing itself. Not only that, you can also banish this card from the grave to search for any World Legacy card from your deck to hand, including itself. Besides the monster, you can also search for the World Legacy landmark. This trap card is basically Monster Reborn for exact 2 monsters, just by banishing World Legacy monster from your hand or field. The good point is, you can summon any monster from your grave, and that is really good. The last World Legacy card that I play is Orchestrated Return. It's technically not a World Legacy card, but its draw power effect is also work for the World Legacy. Machina Fortress also help this deck, especially for the World Legacy monster, because the Chalice and the World One is a machine type. What you normally do to summon this is by sending the World One. Then the World One effect will be active to special summon any World Legacy monster from your hand. Now for the Lightsworn engine. This engine really helps this deck to mill up some cards to then make the play, because some of the World Legacy monster has an effect on the grave. Not only that, this engine also make use some extra deck play, which is almost all of the extra deck on this deck is for the Lightsworn. Mikhail is 1 card removal, Black Rose is some massive removal, and Avery and Zeta is your first turn play. Avery is good against almost every deck because of its effect, so it's more universal one. But Zeta is also good if you know what you're up against with. Like if you go against some massive special summon deck like Hero or Dragonity, Zeta is more useful for them. Some tips for using the Lightsworn engine on this deck: just mill the deck until you have some Lightsworn for Lumina's target, or if you want to send the World One to summon some card. Don't too greedy for milling, because this deck mill and draw power is so strong, it might be decked out easily. The rest of extra deck that I play is Vermilion for more removal. You can make this easily with Raiden and the World Chalice. Also some rank 7 for Machina Fortress. Titanic mode is good to direct attack for game, and the Gaia is just for piercing. But the other use for the Gaia is for the Marduk effect, because Gaia is a dragon type. For the skill, I just use the LP Boost Alpha for this deck, just for extra protection for OTK, because this deck can possibly be brick, and you cannot play the skill like Grid for this deck, so I think the LP Boost Alpha is the perfect one. And that is for the deck. Using this deck for the king of game, I must say it's quite easy to climb, thanks to the card like World Chalice for countering so many decks. This deck also a nightmare for the Gaia because of the Marduk and the World Chalice. If you like this deck, make sure to click the like button below. Also, hit the subscribe button for more content like this. I also put the link for a deck in the description below, so feel free to check it. Now, let's go to some replays and hope you enjoy it.
뒤에